So Trevor Tallman's joining us here at the airport as the Isle of Man team get ready, or a fair few of them anyway, get ready to head off. Trevor, you've done this a few times before, but it must be still quite a logistical thing, and going around the other side of the planet as well, not just round the corner like in some of the games.
Yeah, logistically it is a trying time, just making sure we get everyone safely through and away and on the plane, and then safely tucked up when we get them back in the USA, or in the Australia obviously. But no, logistically it's been a hard job knowing where a lot of the athletes are. A lot of them coming from the island today, the bulk of the team travelling today, and obviously a number of them who are in the UK will be meeting up with us this evening, and overnight we fly out tomorrow morning.
The last couple of days must be a bit headache about Cav news. I mean, the poor guy's had such a run of bad luck. Will he or won't he be going and taking part? Was it too early to say?
I think it is too early to say. However, as things presently stand, I'm hopeful that Mark will be fit to ride and will be in Australia within a few days of his race. I've got to call it bad luck. It's very unfortunate, even as recently as this week. A very fortunate and unlucky sort of incident, really. Fortunate that he didn't really sustain a serious injury. Until we hear, we don't know. And that's what I've got to be truthful. I don't know until we hear from the shooting team manager. However, no, I'm hopeful, and I know Mark wants to ride for the island. He wants to be in Australia.
You're going quite early, or is this everyone else is going at the same sort of time? Is this the acclimatisation, the jet lag, the whole thing?
Yeah, it does cover pretty well the acclimatisation, and a number of other teams are already in Gold Coast. Certainly the Scotland and Wales team travelled earlier over the weekend. We're travelling out to go up to Sunshine Coast, or I won't have that luxury, where they can really have 3 or 4 days total acclimatisation. They've got light training, and they've got venues within the Sunshine Coast, be it schools, be it gymnasiums, be it different facilities, where they can do some light training, and they've got the use of a pool up there. However, once they move into the Games Village on the 25th of March, they can get into their full training mode then, and they have had, I'll say, a rest, but an organised rest, and acclimatisation is very important for athletes.
Of course, this is such a magical moment for so many to have this world stage really to appear on. Must be just amazing.
Yeah, it's magical for everyone, and whether they're experienced athletes who may be at their second, third or fourth games, and there's a guy stood in front of me now who is a bronze medalist in last time they were in Australia in Melbourne, down to the newcomers who this is their first opportunity to compete at this Commonwealth level, and I can tell they're excited at the prospect.
Well, enjoy the flight, and it's a long one.
It is a long one, yeah.
And don't get too much sunshine. Everyone's going to say that, but your job's quite difficult, I guess. You've got to, behind the scenes, keep everything
once
sorted,
we get to Australia, we are going into the Games Village early, basically to set up our office, set up everything, set up their accommodation. It's set up in its primary, but we'll make sure we know who's going where, and that when they do move on to the village, it's going to be home from home, and that's what we're trying to make it.
Well, fingers crossed, and the flags will be flying, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Well,
certainly
about
will.
A month, is it?
Yeah, back in a month.
See you then with the medals, no pressure.
Hope for do. Thanks.